Oh, first subject, how dachshund is pronounced dachshund.
Fuck yourself.
Not a dash hound.
So we're going to introduce ourselves this time.
Speak up, Lena.
I mean, it's actually, it's dachshund, but like in Germany they would say Dachshund.
Okay.
That's what I've said. I've heard people pronounce it both ways, dachshund or
unless
dachshund.
you're German with an accent.
I am
don't
part
say it.
German.
Okay, are
So-
you from Germany?
I've been to Germany, that counts.
You're fucking American.
Oh. Hi everybody! My name's Tommy. I'm Tommy, the douche nerd, I guess.
Joe.
Allie.
Roberto.
That's even better with that accent. That's
He's not Roberto.
Comes
I think I just had sex.
Roberto.
Comes natural.
Well, I'm done.
Feel good about this. So, okay, everybody. Since we are the Drunk Nerds, which that's...
I no longer feel safe.
Yeah, I am drinking vanilla porter from Breckenridge Brewery. It's actually not
You
too
don't have to
bad.
tell them everything about it.
Isn't this part of alcoholics or something like that?
Alcoholics don't care what they're drinking.
It's just
Drink
beer.
What I'm drinking today is
No,
alcoholic.
It's a margarita. How fucking traditional is that?
I'm sorry, but I wore a lady outfit today and I felt like having a lady drink. Once in a while, I can be a
Classy,
lady.
classy.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Thank you,
Classy.
Roberto.
It's the lime wedge that does it, though.
How about you, Joe?
She comes in asking, do I have straws? Yeah, right next to the little pink umbrella thingies that you put in your drinks.
You don't even have clean silverware. I wasn't expecting much, but I thought I'd ask anything.
It's all syntax. Syntax.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking Di Serrano and Coke because
What
I
you
didn't
drinking?
realize I was out of Jack.
What you drinking?
Di Serrano?
Di Saronno.
Di Serrano.
That's a beautiful accent. New Jersey?
That's it. And currently I'm drinking Imperial Series Samuel Adams Wee Heavy, offered by Tommy. Thank you very much.
I should
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because Samuel Adams is trying to go back to their roots, and they're going to this Imperial series, which is all different, really high-end,
Style. Yeah.
really alcoholic beers that are back towards the craft beer.
Am I touching your margarita? Ooh,
It's
it might taste better.
that's 9% alcohol by volume, by the way.
Yeah.
That does get the job done.
What do you think of it so far, Roberto?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you.
And there's a dragon on it.
Dragons are awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Is
Sound
it
effects provided by Lena.
Imperial dragon?
Reminds
I don't
me
know,
of
maybe
these.
if you didn't interrupt me while I was explaining what I was drinking,
Oh, I'm sorry, but when you say I'm drinking a vanilla porter,
it's actually called
That's
vanilla.
exactly what it is.
then I would know what you're saying. But you say I'm drinking a vanilla porter from the Breckenridge Brewery from remarkable
Listen,
card
I'm
takeable.
dyslexic. It's
Yes,
a
but
serious condition.
But when you do that, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
This joke's running a little long.
I'm sorry. I'm
Would
sorry.
want some?
So I finally got to see.
Keep going, keep going.
I finally got to see the Comic-Con movie.
Oh,
The Comic-Con movie. It was really, really good. I highly enjoyed it.
I want to see that.
Well,
Was
you guys
it
were
about-
invited to come over, but you guys never.
was that
You-
done by Kevin Smith?
I was
You
preoccupied.
told us like 3 hours before.
Come on, chop chop. I don't wait on you.
I was out of town, that's why I couldn't make it. Sorry.
Even Letta's like, oh, when do you want me to come over?
I was trying to download it legally,
Yeah.
but
$12.
I mean that's still an invitation either way you look at it.
No, yeah, no. It's like, it was really, really good. It was awesome. Some of it was really heartfelt because like the two artists that they follow, you know, they're two amateur comic book artists that are really trying to get into the industry, and like they put their everything on the line. And one of the guys like keep on getting critiqued by all these other comic book artists, and you can see like some of them are a little bit heartbroken. Some of them are like, yeah, thanks, buddy, that's great feedback. The other guy's like, yeah, you kind of suck. These all look the same. It's like, oh.
Now, for being a documentary, does it keep up the pace? Does it have the lulls?
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, is it entertaining for someone who doesn't enjoy documentaries?
No, it was really, really good because I think they found really good subjects to follow, like the people particularly, because they are very emotionally invested in what they do at these cons. You know, like
Well, basically, so you can connect with them on the fact that you may have something that you are really invested in
Correct.
yourself that may not be the same thing, but you can understand that kind of investment. in
No,
what you
no,
do.
100%. I think that was one of the best parts of the movie, was that you actually do get invested in what these people are trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish, the fact that they're putting their whole heart in it. And I mean, there's not much of a spoiler to a documentary, but like the girl who is the costume designer that makes the
Which makes the N7 suits.
N7 suits, correct? Thank you. You want to just chill out in the background?
I might.
I think you
lean
should,
over and
no,
into
I think you
there.
should just stand back there, but be underneath
It would just
the
be my
counter.
junk.
Michael Lynn is extremely tall. It'd be like Norberg from Police Stories.
Stories.
No, I just want you to be
Police Academy?
underneath the
No,
counter
Police
here and then
Stories.
pop up with
Virtual
little
League
comments
TV
like,
series.
oh, that was actually established in
Not
Germany.
movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Moving on, Police Stories. But yeah, for Mass Effect, and she actually got so acclaimed for it, she won the Masquerade Ball, that she's actually doing some of the costumes for the movie that's coming out.
Nice.
Yes, there's a Mass Effect movie that's going to be coming out soon, and she's actually doing some of the costuming for it. So that's actually like really cool.
So
bit
if
of
you
it.
work
That's
hard,
awesome.
bottom line, if you work hard and you put your heart into it,
Yeah,
definitely you're gonna get some sort of.
and the funny part was
You
she's
have a little bit of talent to be able to do it.
yeah,
That too.
exactly.
Yeah.
know what?
I can work my ass off, but if I don't have the talent, it's still coming out
But
like
if you
shit.
practice,
Practice makes perfect.
I don't know, because I've been playing that draw something game and I still can't draw. I draw like a 2-year-old.
It's addicting. Unfortunately, not everybody can have a Samsung tab, note tab,
Oh
tab.
no, I had a friend who drew a square with people on it, and that was supposed to be a monitor.
It's not blockheads. I
No.
would think Gumby blockheads.
Well, you know what? I've come to the conclusion Letta has to come for every podcast, but not actually be in the video.
and
Just be
He's
the
actually just
background.
a remote
be the
that you click on and
mystery,
he's
be the
talking.
mystery.
No
Well,
one
have it be like Jimmy Kimmel, where like, and I want to say thanks to Matt Damon for coming out tonight, and he never is actually on the show.
Wasn't there one that they showed actually Matt Damon chilling out in the hallway? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he finally came. He finally brought him out at like with 1 minute to go, and he's like, "All right, have a good night, thanks, Matt Damon." Matt Damon flipped out on him, and then he made that that music video called, I'm effing Matt Damon.
Yeah. Actually, my thing says I'm fucking Matt Damon on my fridge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Matt-
maybe that's why the alien
heartfelt
That's
refreshed
gonna
that.
be some point.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So.
Well, that's awesome. We should all watch that so we have more to say about it.
Yeah, it would be useful.
The girl who designed those
Maybe you
costumes
should give us more
blown
notice.
up.
We homework.
It was $6 on Amazon.
Okay.
You can make a carpet.
There's
Does
a
that mean we should each have to pay $6?
No, never mind.
there's like a little streaming thing on Machinima that you can watch that gives like a little behind the scenes with Spurlock.
Yeah,
That was good too.
it was good.
Anyway, so what else we got?
What do you bring to the table?
I just bring good looks.
Why are your hands so clammy?
See, now you can feel it.
It's a
Just
chain.
hang on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it is.
Got the Weave in the mail.
Oh yeah, you got the weave on? Is that why you couldn't come?
With the grin on her face,
Because
let's-
I asked you, do you want to come over for the?
I was
the-
like,
the
well, no.
document?
I got it on a Friday. I got it on a Friday afternoon, and then I opened it up and I'm like, I'm still gonna try this on my lunch break. And so,
That's what you're gonna try it on?
well,
It's a
I
hell of a job, right
There
there.
tried
you
it
go.
out on myself first.
Right after I take a poop break.
So then I opened it up and I figured out it says must charge 24 full hours before use. Like, fuck! It's one of those electronics that if you only charge it for a couple hours, this is the most it'll ever charge. So you have to fully charge it so it lasts the full 3 hours, otherwise it'll only go so far. So I was like, fucking A! So I couldn't try it until Saturday, and that's when you invited us over, and I was like, no, tonight is not the night for a movie.
She's had a 24-hour build-up. She's been getting excited and worked up.
I can see her just gonna.
Oh no, I was out at the store with Will
I'm assuming you
on
walked-
Saturday afternoon, and I was like, it's 12:30. It's been 24 and a half hours. We should probably go home.
Bueno.
Oh, muy bueno.
Everything you could have dreamed of.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's only been a couple times that we've used it, so we have a few other things to try out, but also by yourself, it's pretty amazing. And the fact that it doesn't need batteries,
Now, take away everything that she said as a beginning topic and just put back to what she said and put in the, like a sex toy. It's pretty good. It's good. We can try new things out. It's pretty good by yourself.
And it doesn't need battery.
And it doesn't need batteries. Total sex toy. Monologue.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
think I was talking about Nintendo Wii.
No, it is an actual sex toy called the Wii Vibe.
Yeah, it's called the Wii Vibe. It's,
Oh.
it's
Not for kids then.
Did you not pay attention to our last episode?
You're assuming anybody actually watches these.
I know.
So
I left off at
it's a
12.
little U-shaped
yeah, it's shaped like
vibrator.
this, and it's thicker up here, and it's thinner on the inside, and it goes inside.
Yeah, I don't have any use for that, so...
Oh no, there's a use for it for guys. Let her
You have,
continue.
well, it does this, so it goes in and stays out, and then the guy can go in underneath it, so you can fuck with it on her. And
It's like a bobsled.
It's
Like a bobsled luge kind of deal.
it's a vibrating DP.
Yes.
No way.
Oh yeah.
You see, as if women couldn't be needy enough. Now they want their own guy to be
Wait.
wait.
Can I just point out something?
No, you pointed out that you
I
had
just
two
realized
dudes.
something. We're gonna have to mic him up. He's holding the mic.
Listen. Alright? All you guys have to do is and you can
Okay,
just
first
anywhere
of all-
you want, at any time you want, you're like, oh, I'm good to go. But you know what? Women require a little bit more. We're a little bit more like a fucking Rubik's Cube, okay? You gotta just do the right amount of turns, and then you can get it to go,
Right, and
But
who's
no,
got to do
doesn't-
those turns, Haley? I'm the guy behind the Sega steering wheel, okay? I've got to be thinking about something else while I'm racing that car. I'm like, nope, not gonna let it out. Nope, not gonna let it out. Doing something else for Mama, because she gonna be pissed off if I come in first place. You know what? Guys have to finish as like a steady third. Bronze medal all the way.
I need another beer.
So neat.
You know what? No.
We
Because
need
if
him.
I can
We
get
need
off-
him.
If I can get off, I don't care if it's before or after. If you finish, go to the bathroom and clean up. I will finish.
How dare you make me leave my own bed? That is where I sleep.
Are you just gonna like roll over with a condom on and just pass out?
Condom? Now you're making me wear raincoats? It's like taking a shower in a raincoat, Allie. Not happening. I mean, you really
I
gotta
just
think
want to
about...
take this opportunity to say, Victoria, I'm so sorry. I am so
Deuce.
sorry.
Double dukes.
So you switch to what now?
This is
Maybe a little bit for me.
It's Boston cream.
I must try everything.
True.
I don't even. What does it say?
Little something. We're dead now.
With a pinup girl on it.
Little something male.
Lagunitas.
What's the name of the brewery?
Lagunitas.
Oh.
Listen to the guy.
I thought he was just making words up.
And it does this for us Americans. It says say Lagunitas. Lagunitas. It tells you how to pronounce it.
Oh, it smells good.
Mmm.
Oh,
It's
that's
as
fucking
delicious.
good.
It's as delicious as she looks.
It's actually sweet.
It's all fucking beer.
Yeah, because you don't have the.
You are the sophisticated one with these are all no and coke. That's all I
I
gotta
think
say.
beers are, like when you're buying beers, it's more of like going to Blockbuster. If it doesn't have like a good flashy kind of deal on the front, you're not gonna pick it up.
Shut up, Magnus.
No, I have beer up there that's amazing. It's like, I mean, it has like the most lamest label ever.
It's like a dude walking a cat.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
No.
But the beer's
Oh,
delicious.
That's a Japanese beer.
It's called like Gato
You know-
Negro, and it's like you can't get enough of it.
Black cat.
Yes.
See,
What negro?
Gatto.
I heard gotcha.
my
I didn't
tongue
hear-
is done.
Gatto in Italian actually means cat.
Gato in Spanish means cat also.
Yeah, but I'm Italian, I'm not Spanish.
I
So
don't
know
my,
what
my
you
language
are.
comes first.
Language comes first.
Shut up and drink. Wow. First time that it works.
Usually he gets a bottle slapped across the face.
No.
You guys can't see this, but Lena
It's
has
the
those
accent.
toe shoes. Just, are you gonna just
The
kick your foot
skeletons.
up there?
Wow.
Oh.
It's
the
gonna be
gayest
our
thing I've ever
mystery.
seen.
So.
If ever there was a
Character.
time that I wanted to sleep with him, I really don't anymore.
Are you sure? Because these toe shoes
I
give
like
me
how the
insane
imprint-
traction.
The skeletons.
Yeah, it's got the skeleton print underneath. Like they should raise that up even more so when you're walking on sand, it just looks like skeletons walking across
Well,
the sand.
yeah, I mean the idea behind them, like let's face it, I'm like $1.80, $1.75 tops, perfect shape, and they keep my back completely straight.
There is no way that you were $1.80.
That was the joke.
Bless
I was
you.
about to feel very
Jeez.
fat.
Well, no, if you're top heavy like me, it's like I got all this good.
What are you, a double date?
But in the belly section. See, I wish they made shirts that kept the top thin, but the belly was just like out, like maternity clothes for dudes.
Yes.
Maternity clothes.
So,
You agreed to it.
first.
Junior.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back here.
Junior. So next week, May 4th,
May the 4th be with you. It's Avengers.
Avengers.
Yeah.
We're waiting for a long time
So,
for this movie.
I like how they're having Avengers on Star Wars Day.
I know.
It's weird, huh? It's so the nerds will remember.
It's promising.
They've
Right,
also
so-
got the trailers for Batman and
Dark Knight Rising.
what was the other movie?
Is it Ghost Rider?
No,
Men in Black. 3.
no.
I got a funny
There's
thing.
another big comic
Hold on.
movie.
Cast.
Huh?
Cast.
That's high praise.
So I actually watched a little bit of Ghost Rider. I downloaded it legally.
With my interwebs.
What, the
Yes.
Nicolas Cage one?
Yeah, did it? What? Is there another Ghost Rider?
It's cartoons.
Oh yeah, no, the actual movie, the Vengeance one, the West. I got like 10 minutes into it. I was like, fuck this, and I downloaded it legally for free.
You know what's sad about that? He is a fan of Ghost
I
Rider.
just found Tommy's date
Well,
night.
It is Bubba Burgers and.
I am staying.
But
This with onions.
he is an actual fan of Ghost Rider. Like, he
Yeah.
loves the comics, loves the character. You would think someone that had that much love for that kind of, story arc and everything would put a little bit
From
more
the
into
trailer,
it.
just like every other movies, it looks very promising.
Yeah.
And then of course you
Well,
go in,
it's-
you watch it 10 minutes in and be like, no thanks.
The best part is that the beginning of the movie shows like a fucked up comic book version of the Ghost Rider series, and it goes like, I'm able to how he's able to see and all the bad things that you've done and all your sins, and the first thing that they mention is I can see everything from when you cheated on a test to when you illegally downloaded something from the internet. I was like, he knows.
I thought that about the first movie. I didn't think was really anything to call home about.
No,
I just watched it because I've always loved Ghost Rider. I like the comics, but he kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I felt like I was watching National Treasure, but his head was on fire.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. Just say, hold on.
Is it a diaper thing? Or?
This is good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
So anybody
What's
got
in the
anything?
bag,
I'm
man?
giving myself a shot on camera. How about that?
No
She
idea.
just left.
What is that?
Yeah.
Well, because
Well-
my port fell out.
Anyways, while we're waiting for her, obviously the whole reason that we have Roberto on the episode for today is the possible filling in for the fourth seat. If you like him, if you think he's a good fit, please let us know. Comments, emails, concerns,
What are
anything.
you doing?
And Len is going to be our occasional guest that doesn't show up, just sits in the background.
Our
Interview
mystery
yourself.
guy.
Yeah, can I just be like Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Oh my god, I'm seeing some leg.
Yeah, that too.
Oh.
Interesting.
Why can't
If you yourself would like to try out, please let us know. We'll also have you on the show and we'll see how it goes.
Who knows? Maybe I'll come back next week. Maybe they'll let me come back next week.
Maybe.
Maybe. I will too.
And Len is just going to be jumping
It's a strong
With
maybe.
the toe shoes.
Sexy toe shoes.
Each time I come back, one less article of clothing.
That's how I do. That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, for
So-
Meta to actually get stripped down to his jocks or
I'm
something?
just giving you a heads
No,
up.
I'm here because I wear less clothing every time
My
I'm
junk
here.
looks like
Oh.
Zoidberg's face, so it's
So what about you, old man?
What about me?
What do you got?
Not much, to be honest with you. It's
Sorry, I had
a
to
lot
read
of
in my.
craziness just been
robots.
going on, trying to keep up with the website and everything.
Yeah.
Really.
I've actually put some things on our page. I know. Are
Very
you excited? The
Very
Samurai
excited.
Watch. Oh, I want this thing so bad.
The what?
Samurai Watch.
Oh, yeah, from from Chinese invasion or something like
China
that.
Invasion.
China invasion, there.
See, thank you.
Yeah.
I like having him here.
Yeah.
He makes sure you're not so stupid.
There, I can count all the white potato. So I got to go to court Friday, and it was the most amazing thing ever. I'm a witness to a animal cruelty thing, and I can't really go into that aspect of it, but I can explain. I went Friday, and the process that you have to go through is nuts. It's crazy. So I show up tie, button-down shirt, slacks, loafers.
So his usual
Presentable.
Yeah,
Presentable.
yeah, presentable. And there's another lovely lady that comes in. She's dressed very, very nice. And then
What is she wearing?
She was wearing a pantsuit.
Okay,
had her
that's
hair
good. I
nice.
just need to know.
Yeah.
shoulder pads,
Shoulder pad.
Shoulder pads.
The weird thing is, she just showed up in a DeLorean. But
Well, I just wasn't sure what women nice look to use.
Shoulder
Should women nice look to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep us
Just like her in, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads, feathered tips,
Yeah,
Dojo
exactly.
and Synergy.
But so we show up, and then the myriad of other people that showed up to the court, like jeans, t-shirt. One guy was wearing a cowboy hat, but the cowboy hat that only works for Matthew McConaughey on the beach in Mexico.
All right,
with a
all
skull,
right.
with a skull shirt, and I was like, "This is a fucking classy place, man." So I thought it was going to be like our court case, and that's it, and it was just the arraignment. What actually wound up happening was they put a bunch of people before the actual, like, this is the big trial thing. So
I'm surprised you didn't know that that's how it works, though.
I have no
well,
idea how
because
this works.
animal cruelty, I mean, as horrible as it is, it's actually a smaller case. It's not murder. It's not grand theft auto. So because of that, all of these smaller cases are actually put on one big docket, and that's how that works. Is you have a bunch right in a row.
Well, here's the funny thing. So we start going through it, and there's this guy that shows up, very, very presentable, but he doesn't sit with the lawyers. He shows up, and I'm like, all right, this must be somebody here, maybe like a court reporter or something like that. And then another guy who shows up in a suit that looks like he just pulled it out of the back of his car out of a wad. That was the lawyer. The other guy was the defendant, and he was there on a marijuana charge for like having a pipe and less than an ounce. $700 worth of fines. Meanwhile, there was a guy that was stealing like copper out of abandoned buildings. You got like $500 worth of fines.
Well, then again, how much is he really hurting people? He's stealing copper out of abandoned buildings.
No, I know
The
that.
buildings
but
are abandoned. There's nobody getting
how
hurt.
much is he hurting
But he's
somebody
stealing though.
by smoking pot? Yeah,
You're stealing copper. You're
smoking pot.
I think it's more so
Copper right now, as we
trespassing.
speak, it's actually the most valuable metal.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it
it's very hard to find. And
I'll
It's
tell you what,
very
like
electric.
you build a house and have someone constantly coming out to that house at night and stealing the copper out as you're trying to build it, and you tell me how.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Harmful.
when I think abandoned buildings, I think like some
No, like how
building.
he's just like he's ripping it literally out of the walls.
Oh.
60 cables.
He must be an ox of a man.
No, he really was. It was like, he had a buzz cut and he looked like somebody that should be arrested.
He had a 4chan right arm.
All right, okay. Well, I agree with that. I was picturing like abandoned buildings, like really old buildings that people have abandoned.
No.
Like I wasn't picturing
No,
like
like
a house
house-
being built.
you might do a
houses,
favor
so-
actually if you do that.
Okay, so then that
those
makes-
kind of buildings.
So here's the other thing. This is the best part. So this other lawyer comes up and he's like, "Judge, I'm sorry, my defendant's not here. Blah blah blah." So they ask the public attorney. He goes like, "Hey, what's her rap sheet like?" He goes, "This is for a DUI, by the way." He goes like, let's see, grand theft auto, assault, battery, DUI, murder in second degree," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Fast forward.
This
they don't-
person's loose somewhere. on
the girl
streets.
shows up 2 hours later during our trial, because I was there before they even got to our part, was like 2.5 hours. And she shows up and she starts like making a scene in the middle of the freaking courtroom. They wound up having to, because she already had a warrant for arrest, so they were going to arrest her on the spot anyhow. But they wound up arresting her, and then her boyfriend shows up and starts making a scene, and then like telling him he has to fucking leave during our case, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever fucking done. But the funny thing is, the girl sits right next to me before anything happens, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then I heard them say her name, and I was like, "Isn't that the girl that was?"
Oh, isn't that the murderer?
20 years. She got out of prison. Prison. She only did 10 years out of her 20-year sentence because she was out on good
Good
behavior.
habit.
Yeah. So I was like, this makes me feel great.
Friday, Tommy shoots me
So,
a text.
and
I
Tommy
just sat
was
next to
like-
someone who committed murder. And
Yeah.
I text him back, "Did you tell her she looked ugly?"
Tom was
I got
like,
that.
"So, what are you doing today?"
I got that on our short bathroom break, and I was like, that's very fucking funny.
Well, she probably sat right next to you because she hasn't seen a dude in 10 years.
She's like, it's not bad looking.
You look pretty mighty fine there.
That wasn't a cut against. I mean, a lot of chicks sit next to Tommy, but like she was probably like, bingo. Sat down next to him, rolled her sleeve up.
Prison tats.
He looks
Just like a teardrop.
enough I can hold
Sorry,
down.
man.
She's got like a heart with an arrow through it. It just says mittens.
Just be sitting there like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm just hurt.
Last night I was the lady.
She's like, you look pretty in that suit.
You can
No
come
wonder
in
everyone else is
first.
wearing shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it was amazing. One guy showed up in like sweatpants. Oh, the best part, this chick showed up in a wife beater and a t-shirt underneath the wife beater. You know, I don't know, fucking people. No bra, like all out.
A Texas tuxedo.
Yes, exactly. Are you? And I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And then I'm like, this, and then I found out that she was one, like she murdered somebody. I was like, I'm alright. I'm sorry. You look very nice today.
You look pretty.
That's what the last guy
Well,
said.
what I recently learned, which I guess this is common knowledge now, I don't know, but apparently when you see people with their pants like sag down, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went over that in the last one.
oh god, that's
Okay.
right.
I think of Lil Wayne.
I'm a parrot now.
Hang on.
I've pulled a Tommy.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I've been drinking too many margaritas. I don't know what's happening. Did we talk about the weed
So-
vibe yet?
What else? In the comic book world, actually
Yeah.
they got this event of Marvel, Avengers versus X-Men.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the whole series.
Very interesting.
I like the Marvel Civil War.
That was brilliant, man.
Oh yeah.
I seriously love that part.
No words, just emotions.
No, I think Marvel's been coming out with quite a few good story arcs recently.
I agree with you. I mean, not to bash DC. I'm more of a Marvel
Yeah,
guy.
now DC sucks balls.
But DC sometimes is like, it seems a copycat of everything that Marvel does.
Yes.
From characters to stories.
Well, I think I could be wrong.
I prefer
believe
Marvel.
right now,
Right,
Mhm.
first
DC
Marvel.
is coming out with they're in the middle of a story arc that's the same thing as like House of M.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing like the exact same kind of
Hey,
story arc.
don't get me wrong, I read both, okay, because you gotta know both sides. But one thing that I really don't understand is, okay, Marvel comes out with each event every single month. You got 4-part event, 5, 6, or 7-part events, and then something else starts. Besides, heroes never rest. Seems like for real, they never take a vacation or anything. And but when a character dies in the Marvel universe, that's it.
Yeah, it's done.
It's not that he's doing a travel around the world in 7,000 different realities, and then they bring this character back, and then he dies, and then they bring him back one more time, just for the hell of it. In Marvel, what happens and it stays. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
Unless you're Superman.
Well, that's with Marvel. The thing is that when they do kill off a character, what they'll do is they'll reboot it as a different universe with different characters.
They'll do a what if series.
Yeah,
or
what if
something
series.
like that.
It has a lot to
Like
do.
Spider-Man.
But it
It's not
doesn't
like
affect the timeline of the original series, which
No.
is good.
No, and that's another
Right.
thing that I like
Yeah.
about Marvel. I don't know about you guys, but I do. If you read one event and just the event, that's cool. Because it's from
Start
from
to
beginning
finish.
to end, start to finish, and that's it. With DC, you gotta catch up with 7,000 different characters that they put up their own story, and of course, this is just my personal opinion.
Did anyone else notice that he went 7,000?
Yeah, counted that down.
Yeah,
And just,
it's
It's
way
like
too many.
RPMs on a car.
yeah.
That's it. That's it.
What I'm really
But
concerned
his
about.
math skills are amazing.
Let the mystery
I
man
have
talk.
fingers.
Let the mystery man
What
talk.
happens to the Marvel movies when Stanley's dead though, and he's not in like pretty much the.
He can die, he's immortal!
No, but he's 85 years old. But here's the funny thing.
You're up here.
Not to play down Stan Lee, but they had a very interesting thing on Cracked magazine that was like 5 people or 7 people that got notoriety for other people's accomplishments. Like they had George Lucas, and they're like, yeah, George Lucas directed like the first Star Wars movies, but I forget the guy's name off the top of my head.
He's dead.
Yeah, the other director did the rest of them,
Mm-hmm.
and the like out of the series, like the next 2 were the best.
Yeah, but he's the writer.
Yeah, he's still a writer.
Speaking of that, I've heard whispers that he's reconsidering coming out with the last 3 movies again. After saying that he wasn't going to do it after putting out the first 3 and getting the
No, he's just
It's
gonna
gotta be
go
low
psycho.
cash, which I
yeah,
really
I've heard he's starting to
find hard to
reconsider
find.
coming out with
What I,
his
what I
last
can't
3.
figure out is why he didn't go back and remaster the Ewoks movies with more Ewoks. Those are
Forget
like
we needed more Ewoks.
those are like the stepchildren of the Star Wars movies. They came out, you
I
know,
love
Wicket the
Ewoks.
Ewok and the Battle for Endor.
Yeah,
They're still there. They're still around. They need more Ewoks.
There were, what, you got the 2 kids from, the Laguna?
It's basically the 2 kids from Step by Step.
Step by step.
Step by Step meets Star Wars, the Ewok movies.
I think they should redo the Christmas special.
Oh my god.
Wasn't step, which one was Step by Step? There was
I think Carrie
there's
Fisher's
Full
probably
House,
willing to
Step
get
by
that
Step,
stoned
there's
again.
I like.
Family, yeah.
Have you seen the Star Wars special
Family
with
Rock.
Richard Pryor?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if it was originally part
Oh.
of the Christmas special, but
That was
it's like Richard
funny.
Pryor in
Your
a bar.
house is super hot.
That's because I have to turn off the AC and
No,
the
I mean
fan.
I'm turned on.
Because it picks up on the I have to cut it out every single time I edit the video if it's on.
Anyways,
Oh,
so Richard Pryor, he's in the bar.
Yeah, and he it's as if they just took aliens and just let Richard Pryor go to fucking town, and it was like the most like
It's hilarious.
it's like holy shit, it's the devil.
the topic gets really easily sidetracked, right?
Yup.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
That's why
no,
we keep going for hours and hours.
yeah.
That's cool.
I need help catching up on my comic books though, because I am a little OCD where I
Bless you.
can't start something in the middle, and there's no way I'm spending thousands of dollars on comic books. So I need to find online where I can read them because I have to start in the beginnings.
I think if you go to
Yeah,
4chan/B, you'll
stream
find
the
plenty of
flashback.
comics.
Nice.
See, my issue isn't so much
It's
wanting
time.
to start in the middle or time. It's wanting to invest in the right storyline. I hate to get started on a storyline and it's just not that enthralling, and then try to go, okay, well, where do I go
Easier
from
way
here?
out. Trade paperback. You gotta wait a little bit longer, but at the same time you have from start to finish. And if the product is not satisfactory, unless you don't have to wait.
Are you sure
every
you're
single-
transcribing this?
I am stenographing everything.
Okay, excellent.
What, you cannot understand the way
No,
I
no,
speak?
no. I'm just talking about some of our the 4 other listeners that can't have accents.
What?
What?
Like some people can't just pick up accents. Like
Oh. Just wait.
Baby needs nom nom. Nom nom.
I understand it.
Thank you, my dear, thank you. Trade paperback are easy because it's from start to finish, and then you know you
Thanks,
just pick
Paul.
up everything instead of wait several
Is
weeks.
that like
for
a
one.
manga?
Sort of manga. It's from left to right, that one, which I'm
That-
totally into Japanese anime, by the way. And I can bring that
Really?
to the table.
so am I.
What? No, girl. You just disappoint me.
I'm just talking about champagne showers. What?
Champagne showers.
Wait, okay, so we got into anime somehow. I don't know how that fucking
What?
happened.
He was just saying that he's a fan of anime.
No, so am I.
Mm.
What's your favorite?
I love anime.
I know that you have way too many, but what?
Have you
what?
seen the hentai video computer games?
Which ones?
They have I don't know, I came across one
Which
today,
ones?
and it was like
Hold on,
it
I'm gonna
was-
contribute.
Are you talking about Cyberlust 5?
Because Cyberlust 6 isn't out yet. I need to leave now and get my mom's credit card. Allie,
Well, it's
Allie.
like surprisingly it turns you on, but at the same time you're like, ooh, what can I make happen next?
Well,
And
Allie,
it's like you decide whether or not he's gonna kick her ass or he's gonna take her out to
All
dinner.
of a sudden, a tentacle comes out of his head and starts doing weird shit.
There's a reason for the saying, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
So there's 2 things to answer your question. So here's my new favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
Wait, so is that another one? Because I watched some of Full Metal Alchemist.
it's like Full Metal Alchemist. Sorry, it's like Full Metal Alchemist, but all dudes. All dudes. Only dudes.
Never
so
leaves
it's
the
a
locker
sausage
room.
party.
Everybody has untied work boots.
What do we have to do
Everyone.
here? No, Full Metal Alchemist follows the manga because Full Metal Alchemist goes on its own tangent. Like it doesn't really follow the manga.
Okay. Well, I know it's the 2 brothers or
Yeah,
something.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood actually follows the manga, which was a way better story. And originally that was one of my favorite animes, but after watching Brotherhood, I was like, holy shit, this
That's
is awesome.
the problem though. And I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole versus Americans, but American versions, they usually kill the series.
No, most of it.
Oh, they always do, and
It's
that's
always
why
awesome.
I'll always
sad.
watch.
Very true.
And it's sad. You read the comic book, I mean the manga,
Well, that's why you always want to watch subbed,
original, with
not
sub.
dubbed.
I'm too lazy for that. I can't read good.
It's like when you
You
sat
can't
down.
speak well either.
You watch the the trailer for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You are rock hard. You're like, I'm gonna go see this. It's gonna be awesome. You sit
3
down in the
hours.
theater. You sit down in the theater, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta read.
Fuck my, damn.
Oh, he just jumped, and I missed it because he said the.
So, on top of that, I would also say a couple of my favorites is still Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
I
Are you
like
serious?
Gurren
Oh, I love
Lagann.
Cowboy Bebop.
Gurren Lagann.
Okay,
One
which
of
is
my-
newer.
Yeah, it's one of the new. And then one of the newest ones, High School of the Dead. Because it's
Yes.
like, how could you beat it? It's like,
Which
I
is
love
already-
zombies, I love boobies, and there's tons of boobies,
What?
and anime.
High School of the Dead.
High School
It
of the
actually
Dead.
came out a couple of years ago.
You know what I love about anime?
2010.
2010, I think.
You know what I love about anime? Most of it is done by the Japanese, and yet every single woman,
It's
every single
picture
woman in it
perfect.
has
Fact.
a double D breast.
No, not all of them.
Oh, speaking
Just
of
about.
which, have you seen the Ukrainian woman?
Mm.
The
That,
Barbie girl?
that
Girl?
went, yeah, that
Girl?
went through all the surgery to make herself look like a real live Barbie doll.
Yes, let him.
Like oversized eyes,
You see
real
the bear in
thin
there?
waist, big boobs, pale skin.
She
like,
had her waist like actually pulled back and like.
like
Oh yeah.
you look at pictures of her and you go, there's no way that's real.
There's no way it's real.
There's
She's-
no fucking way. But yeah.
But they're making dolls of her.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, in my purse right there is my iPad. I'm gonna look this up. Does she look good though?
She looks
She-
like a,
she looks like an
weird.
anime girl.
Yeah, look, she looks, and that's a new trend that they were talking about just
You know, like
recently.
So she went to look like a Barbie doll or an anime girl?
Well, you know, like those real life Barbie dolls or the real life
the real
love
girl,
dolls.
real doll.
Yes.
It's
That's
real-
kind of what
it's-
she looks like.
It was on was it Real Sex on HBO? It was Real Dolls.
Yeah, it was.
Back in the 90s.
And it was the same episode with the people that play horseplay.
Horseplay?
Yeah, they like to
The
dress
mystery
up.
man
Not
is quite-
they're like an in between humans and furries, which is like they pretend that one of their partners is a horse.
Oh, yeah.
They stick the
Oh,
tail
wow.
in there and
The butt plug with the tail.
Wow.
So what do I Google?
Real life.
Real life, yeah, she's pretty internet famous.
Yeah, I think it's on the drunk. It's on your Drunk Nerds.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Maybe you
I
can check
posted
every
it.
once in a while.
I saw that in the morning, and I
He's number
was
one.
like, what is this?
This is great podcasting, by the
oh
way.
yeah, absolutely.
You guys can keep talking. I just need to look at this.
Okay, back to
picture.
hentai games.
As I'm doing it, you know, everyone who might be watching
Okay.
is
Okay,
doing
the
also.
first hentai games. I stumbled across the very first hentai game I ever played on Sega Saturn. It was called Paya Karot, and it's basically you're this dude and these waitresses come out. Oh, you're this dude and these waitresses come out, and basically you gotta like talk to them and get them to taking their clothes off. But I did some Google searching research, and the first ones came out for like SNES, like Nintendo had hentai games on
Oh yeah,
systems.
oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And now they're just basically on
All the way back to the
PC.
original Nintendo.
There's a new rule. Whenever you're on the podcast, if you do have to go to the kitchen, you can't see your face. That's the rule.
Yeah, that's it. You're the Mr.
I'm like Wilson from.
Yes, exactly. No.
That one?
Can I just wear different masks every time?
a luchador, as long as a luchador mask.
I love luchadors. Rey Mysterio Jr. is a queen. He's the queen of the skies.
He's a dude.
So we're gonna go ahead.
So-
I guess wrap this episode up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So Michael Levin is an
I
animal.
mean, she's hot in a weird way.
She's hot and like put her on a shelf kind of way.
Yeah.
But that's really it. You don't want to touch her.
Yeah. No.
she's
it'll
just
be
purely
weird.
aesthetic.
It looks like plastic.
It's like having that really nice couch that you don't want anyone to sit on.
Yeah.
Wow.